Hey, good morning, Liberty County. This is the June 10th, 2020 briefing on our countywide COVID update. Going to be real brief. First thing I want to say is you're seeing me this morning, first out of the chute. Chairman Lovett is a little under the weather and regrets not being able to be here this morning, but he wanted me to pass along his wishes, best wishes for everybody in the county. Just a couple of quick things. We did listen to a briefing this morning from Dr. Davis with Coastal District Health. We currently have 86 cases confirmed in Liberty County. It's classified, we're classified in the Coastal District now as a minimum to medium spread risk, which is good. Does it mean we need to let our guards down? Absolutely not. The virus is still out there among us. In fact, at the Liberty County testing site, last week we tested 71 folks. Of course, it takes about a week or so to get those test results back in. But what I would share with you, and I'm sure others will too, is we don't need to stop being careful. We still need to practice our activity that we're doing now, which is wearing PPEs, practice social distancing, and practice clean, sanitizing events wherever we go. With that, I'm gonna move real quickly, just run through a couple of county things real quick, and then turn it over to Mayor Baker from Altiville. We showed you these last week, so I'm not going to dwell on them. But just a second, this is our reopening plan that's scheduled to start next week, and we are prepared in the county buildings for that. We'll post these up on the website. The first deals with employee protection measures that we're going to take as a critical infrastructure type environment for employees. Those are shown on your first two slides. So just know that we'll be practicing some careful stuff inside of these buildings also as we start to serve you. The third slide will deal with public services that you'll see. Those will change a little bit in how you have to move about our buildings and in certain limitations we'll have with capacities in certain office. And then the buildings and signage. Obviously you'll notice some extra hand washing stations. We ask you to use those as you come in, and we'll have the appropriate signage in place to do those. We have distributed some stuff to media. We'll continue to do that both through these events and on our website as we go forward. I do want to talk about real quickly too the Atlanta Judicial Circuit guidelines for opening those courts. As of right now, that judicial emergency has not been extended, so these are expected to take effect next week on June 15th. You will see in the courtrooms some guidance related to how those activities have to be conducted. They are prepared at this point to implement those guidelines as they start up on the 15th, including some health screening that you'll go to at the front door. It'll be minimally invasive, so shouldn't put you through too much. And then as a high-risk individual, there are certain things, again, these are on our website that you can see, but certain things that you need to be aware of if you want to not come to court or have some kind of ruling done on your court case. At this point, I'm going to turn real quickly to the mayor of Altiville, Mr. Larry Baker.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Manager Howard, Assistant Mosley. The city of Altiville will be opening up on Monday, June the 15th at the hour 9 to 5, our normal operation of business. But out of the abundance of caution, we are implementing the following guidelines. Everyone must wear a mask while entering City Hall with no exceptions. And number two, only two citizens will be allowed in City Hall at one time due to social distancing guidelines. And our third bullet is the City Hall. Our public bathroom won't be used for the public at this time. We'll continue to proceed with caution in every avenue that we can. So we ask you to govern yourself accordingly with this, and please help us out with this. And if you have any questions, give us a call at 912-368-7501, the City Hall number. And my personal cell number is 912-318-6910. That's all I have at this time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. My name is Kenneth Howard, City Manager for the City of Hinesville. Mr. Brown, Mayor Baker, we appreciate your presence here today. On behalf of Mayor Allen Brown, I extend his regrets. He could not be with us today. as he's chairing another board meeting which conflicted with this time. For the most part, citizens of Hinesville and our visitors, we basically are going to just echo what you've already heard from Mr. Brown and Mayor Baker. The city of Hinesville will be opening up its facilities on June 15th. We'll go back to normal operational hours, but we'll do that in a modified way as have already been spoken. We'll have screening done upon your entry into City Hall and other facilities. You will be basically given a temperature check, and we're checking also for face coverings. Although you don't have to wear a face covering, but you will not be allowed in the facility without it. We are very pleased with, as been stated before, the results thus far, but there is no time for complacency. We still must adhere to CDC's guidelines as it relates to social distancing and physical distancing for that matter. I would like to ask that for those who are planning to do business with the city of Hinesville, we know that June 15th, and this is just by happenstance, if you will, June 15th is late fee day for paying your water bills. We will not assess late fees at that time, so we don't anticipate, hopefully, a large number of citizens coming to basically pay their water bill on that date. We will not assess late fees for the next 2 months, and after which in August, late fees will be applied. And if for whatever reason you have an outstanding balance, we're going to ask that you contact City Hall, and basically we are prepared to make arrangement where we don't have to cut your water service off. But at that point, basically it will be business as usual again. And so we're asking for your cooperation in that regard. In addition to that, we're asking for those who are basically exhibiting any symptoms such as coughing and sneezing and those type of symptoms associated with coronavirus. We ask that you not attend or come to City Hall because of those uncertainty of the virus, the coronavirus may be apparent. We are asking those who, as Mr. Brown stated, the court system will also be adhering to the guidelines, and we feel that we've been very, for the most part, very lenient on those type of fines and fees. We will get back to the new normal. We ask that you be patient with us. We feel that this is a great opportunity to provide the service, but do it in a meaningful way that will be helpful to both to you and the city of Hinesville. And with that, I'll turn it back over to Mr. Brown. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Howard. Just to echo something there for Kenny that he said too. This effort, this ongoing, it isn't over quite yet. It is a result of a lot of team efforts. You're part of those as a member of the public. Your encouragement, your diligence, your patience with a lot of things that governments have had to do in this is so much appreciated. I don't think we'll ever be able to express what's in our hearts that you've been able to achieve thus far. So let's not quit. Let's not give up. I will, before I leave too on the county side, I failed to mention this, so forgive me. We did reopen some recreation activities. In fact, we're fortunate Mr. Howard serves on our board there, is helping to make a lot of these decisions that we're hoping you enjoy those. We remind you to please follow those protocols that we've put out there for your safety in those events. In saying that too, I will tell you that the Board of Commissioners next week will be discussing the possibility of trying to do a shortened summer camp series. There are a lot of details to work through on that, being able to meet the state guidelines, but we feel pretty good about that in some reviews we've done this morning. So I hope to be able to have some good news on that for you shortly. And beyond that, with the after-school program, a lot of that weighs in on what the school systems themselves choose to do, what school looks like when it returns. So just know that we're working with you there. With that, again, just to say, from Chairman Lovett's perspective, thank you so much. He is very Liberty proud, and we all are, of everybody around this podium and around the county and what you've been able to achieve. So please stay safe, and God bless.